Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast Inside the UAE Consumer Mind. Today we're diving into the world of tourism and experience marketing through one of the UAE's coolest attractions, Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi.
You know, the Yas Marina Circuit isn't just the home of Formula One. Like, if you can hear the cars in the background going pretty fast, it's one of the top spots people visit for events and unforgettable experiences, like the Grand Prix that happens here every year.
And in this episode, we'll look how the people in the UAE decide to go places like YMC, what influences them, and what marketing ideas can attract these people more and more.
And later we'll chat with our guest Ali, a senior marketing manager here at Yas Marina Circuit. He works in the marketing field, so he'll share real insights on how attractions like YMC connect with UAE's consumers. So let's get right into it. Now let's talk about how people decide to visit Yas Marina Circuit using the 5 stages of consumer decision-making process.
Now, you know, choosing a destination like Yas Marina Circuit isn't something we chose randomly. It's something very emotional, social, and it creates a lifestyle that many of its fans wanted, especially like here in the UAE. Like, it's one of the reasons where a lot of people every year travel here. Okay, now the first problem would be now stage 1 would be problem recognition. People want something new, exciting, or different to do, especially in a country like the United Arab Emirates, where there are many options. Maybe like it's a long weekend or a special occasion, and they want an experience that gives them an adrenaline rush. The Yas Marina Circuit, it hits it gives you that sweet adrenaline rush because there are a bunch of activities you can do. Like maybe you want to go with your friends, go karting, you can do that. You can maybe watch the races that happen from time to time. Like these type of events don't happen anywhere. They only happen over here at Yas Marina Circuit Abu Dhabi.
Exactly, and even locals feel the urge of trying something new. The UAE has a huge experience in a huge experience of culture. People want to make memories and post them online, especially when they see their friends going to YMC. It sparks that FOMO inside of them, and the fear of missing out, and they start thinking, I need to go there, I need to do this, etc.
Then we move to information search. People start checking social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube to learn more. They watch influencer videos, read reviews, and compare ticket prices. The UAE is highly digital, so this process happens really fast.
Now, that's right, Adam. Visuals matter a lot. Like seeing an influencer on the track, driving or attending an event at YMC instantly builds excitement. Like if I were to see like my favorite influencer, or maybe like one of the racers, like a lot of the famous racers, like Lewis Hamilton when he came here for the Grand Prix, like a lot of people come just to watch those events. And another thing is word of mouth, stories online, blogs that you read on the internet, often just convince a lot of people to come here, just like the ads do, maybe better than the ads.
And the third stage in evaluation of alternatives, people compare YMC with other attractions like Ferrari World, Dubai Autodrome, Sea World, and think about the price, activities, and location if someone wants a family day. They might choose Ferrari World, but they're after the thrill and exclusivity, YMC wins.
And we can't forget the social media angle. Many people choose places that look impressive on their feed. Posing beside the Formula One car on the racetrack gets way more views than a dinner photo with the family.
Now, the next stage is the purchase decision stage. This stage is where convenience really matters. It really kicks in. For example, if the booking system were to be inconvenient or slow, or the website isn't very user friendly, it would really affect how fast you decide when it comes to purchasing or attending an event. For example, if the website would be not user friendly, it would be harder for a consumer to go ahead with the purchase. They might go for another event which is what really separates the YMC arena, because it's super convenient, super hassle free, and anyone can go online and book a ticket here for a visit. It's super simple.
And also, by the way, like promotion also help. For example, special offers during the weekend in Formula One, drive the track bundle deals. That's like the package. These limited time options pushes people to act quickly instead of just thinking about should I go, should I not go. Like people like change their mind in seconds.
Finally, we reach the post-purchase behavior. After visiting, satisfied customers share photos, videos, and reviews. That's free advertising for YMC. But if something goes wrong, like long queues or booking issues, people might also share that online, which will affect YMC in a bad way.
Exactly, Adam. And I think that's why good service and follow up really matters. Like a simple thank you email or feedback really shows that YMC cares and builds loyalty for your future visits. And on top of that, they always do make sure to like send you follow up emails with offers, discounts, sometimes gifts if you're like a platinum or like one of the higher, more loyal spending customers. And that really overall like it makes a big difference. Like you're done with the event, and then it shows that they reach back to you. They hit you up with follow-ups and make sure the connection is there.
So like overall decision making process for like YMC is heavily driven by emotion, we can say, social influence and digital content, not just like the price. Okay, and now that we've seen how people decide to visit YMC, let's talk about how they can attract even more visitors with the smart marketing strategies. I'll share three main three main things that connect with the UAE consumer behavior. The first one is digital and influencer marketing. Social media is where people make most of their choices now. YMC can collaborate with like local influencers in the UAE, not just car vloggers, but like lifestyle creators to show the fun and the energy of this place. Imagine short TikTok clips of influencers trying to the driving experience or attending concerts at night. That type of content goes viral and reaches both tourists and local fast.
Yeah, Karim, and honestly, you're right, 100% agree with you. The consumer nowadays is way smarter, does his decisions through multiple sources of information online. You know, maybe through an influencer or a comment section, or maybe a blog post you read online. Now, it feels way more authentic. People trust influencers because it's like a real experience, not an ad. Like Yas Marina Circuit could even start challenges like, I don't know, a lap challenge where influencers record their lap time and tag their friends to beat it. And yeah.
That's a great idea, actually. The second strategy is experience package and partnerships. Since YMC is part of Yas Island, they could bundle hotel stays, water park access, and racing experience. It makes planning easier for families or tourists and turns a simple visit into a full vacation.
And that's perfect for tourists from other Emirates or abroad. They can stay 2 or 3 nights and enjoy everything: dining, shopping, motorsports, and it's all in one package.
Exactly. The third strategy is sustainability and innovation marketing. They focusing on ecotourism. So YMC could host electric vehicles events or like permit hybrid races. This supports the country green vision and builds a modern brand image.
You know, 100% agree with you, Kareem. People like to support brands that care about sustainability, environment. You know, it adds to the purpose and fun.
Totally. And one last quick idea. Loyalty and data marketing. YMC can use its app or emails list to send like personalized offers, like a birthday discount, VIP invites. That makes visitors feel valued and encourage them to return. It's like a loyalty event.
Basically, YMC should mix fun, technology, and sustainability because that's what UAE consumers connect with most.
Exactly. When marketing feels personal, exciting, and modern, people don't just visit once; they become like loyal fans.
Now it's time for our guest segment, and we will be joined by Ali El Shahid, who's a senior marketing manager here at Yas Marina Circuit. Thank you for joining us, Ali.
Thank you, Adam. It's always a pleasure to meet you guys and talk about marketing and consumer behavior. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I'm sure you guys are too.
So, as someone who works in marketing, how do you think attractions like YMC can stand out in such competitive tourism market?
Awesome. So, the beautiful thing about Yas Marina Circuit is that it's not just a place for people to come and drive on a racetrack. It's beyond that. We offer things throughout the year across health and fitness. Like you can come and ride your own bicycle on track. You can come walk on track. You can come do karting. You can come drive your own car on a Formula One track. And also you can even attend the Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix weekend. So it's a very versatile venue. We offer more than just one type of experience, and it's about the feeling you get when you walk through the gates of the venue. So it's something we're very proud of.
Now that makes sense. In your view, what marketing channels are most effective in Abu Dhabi for tourism and events in the UAE?
For sure. So the beautiful thing about marketing is it's something that we live and breathe here at Yas Marina Circuit is that we don't rely on one channel. There's not one effective channel. It always depends on which audience you're trying to speak to. So if we are trying to speak to tourists, our strategy changes completely, and we do the specific actions with tourists, with the Ministry of Tourism, for example. Over there, I don't know if you guys can see, but we have the W Hotel, for example, which is right above the track. The majority of the people coming into that hotel, as you can imagine, are tourists. So this is just a small example. If we're working on a specific campaign where we want to attract tourists coming into Yas Island, we make sure that we're present there across different things, whether it's in the screens in the rooms, whether it's when you walk into the lobby, whether it's you go meet the concierge. We make sure that they have the right type of information. That's how we do it for tourists, for example. That's just a small example. But then, for example, if we want to work with the local audience and the domestic audience, we rely on so many different channels. Like, for example, Barq. You guys know Barq Al Emirat, which is a local news outlet. We work with them. This helps us attract families for specific events. If we wanna do something that's more tailored at people your age, you know what I mean? We rely on specific social media channels like TikTok and Instagram Reels, where we create content that's curated for the type of audience that we're speaking to. So it's never a one size fits all, and that's something I think that we do very well here.
How about influencers? Do you think they still have the same impact, or are the people starting to trust them less?
Look, I think it depends on what you're trying to achieve through the influencer. If I'm going to speak about how I look at it personally, and I'm not going to be speaking on behalf of a company or a brand. I'll tell you my personal opinion. The moment an influencer says #ad in their story or a big tag of a company, like let's say X company invites X influencer, and the first story is, I have been invited by this company to cover this event for you, and it's like a big #ad. I personally lose interest in the piece of content because I know it's a paid content piece, you know what I mean, or it's something beyond something organic. So it depends on how you interact with these influencers. If you rely on the influencer's strength and their type of content, and let them do their thing and how they speak to their audience, I think that's when it works the best and the credibility stays very valid here. There you go.
That's interesting. And just one more question, or there's more than one question.
We're just getting started.
From a professional side, what do you think YMC is already doing well in their marketing?
Sure. So I'll go back to the point I mentioned earlier. It's we know how to speak to our audiences. We make sure that there's something available for every single audience group that we're trying to bring into the venue, whether it's karting for children aged 5 to 8 years old, or it's a premium car track day like what's happening behind us on the track right now, where people can come drive their own car on track. What we do well is we know how to speak to our audience. We create content and copy and communication platforms that are very suitable for who we're speaking to, and I think that's important. One size fits all doesn't work in my opinion. I'll give you another real life example, like Nike, whatever you guys want to call it. If Nike are launching one weekend a new basketball shoe, and then the following weekend they're launching a new football shoe, they're not going to use the exact same tools. They're not going to be to communicate. They're not going to be using the exact same visuals, the same ambassadors. It's always make sure you're talking to your audience with something that they want to hear. You know what I mean? And that's something I think we do very well here at Yas Marina Circuit, which allows us to have a huge audience group that comes to do many different things. So sometimes, like, I'd be driving out of work and I'd see a family driving in with a bicycle rack on their car, and right behind it there's a Porsche GT3 RS taking an exit to a track day, and then sometimes you see like a car that's coming on a recovery truck that's going to the drag strip. All these people got a different piece of communication or a different ad or something, not an ad per se, or a piece of content that reached them to allow them to come to the venue. Also, on top of that, obviously, it's not just the marketing department, it's the wider ecosystem. So, for example, our experiences team, our venue management team, our security team, everybody needs to work to make sure that the audience coming in gets the most perfect experience possible.
Now, what about challenges? Do you think there is anything specific YMC could do to maybe improve?
I mean, any company will always be looking for improvement everywhere. You know what I mean? Whether it's process, internal, whether it's workforce, increasing your workforce, or changing your structure, or changing your content strategy, changing your advertising strategy, or your communication strategy. I wouldn't say per se that there's anything specific that we need to be improving, but as long as you always keep the consumer in mind and hear from the consumer, I think that's always a very, very, very important way to go forward. But yeah, just always keep your consumer in mind. Think of their experience from the moment they see a piece of content, even if it's a reel, to the moment that they leave the venue after their experience. You need to make sure that that experience is flawless. It's a moment that cannot be repeated, no matter what. If you come do karting for the first time, it'll always be your first time. And we always want to make sure that everyone's experiencing everything from A to Z in the most perfect way possible. So improvement's always there, and we're always going to go for it.
Last question.
Okay.
If you could give one advice for like marketing students or beginners, what would it be?
Okay, awesome. So I'll do it for students and I'll do it for beginners who are just starting their career.
Go ahead.
For students, first of all, enjoy your time in university. I'll never forget when I was in uni and we used to decide on how to do our projects. And I used to always choose to do automotive projects, you know what I mean? Like things to do with car brands, things to do with motorsport brands. And that was amazing for me. That helped me so much with my uni work. Like I was able to learn marketing through something that I love. That helped me a lot in my career as well because, you know, when I first applied to my first jobs, my CV was very small. So what I put was my university course projects. I'd go into interviews and go like, oh, you've done all these projects with these brands. I'm like, no, I've done these in universities. They go like, interesting. So it does help one way or another, all right? One thing I would say to people who are starting their career in marketing, it's not one size fits all, what I said earlier, with everything that you do. Make sure you're always curating your strategy based on your target audience. In my opinion, a good marketeer is someone who's able to take commercial objectives from the business and build that bridge to make it a creative execution. So, like I said, it's not one size fits all. Feel free to try things. Always stick to your brand guidelines. That's number one. But always feel free to try things, explore, try different routes, take risks here and there. Don't tarnish the brand name, obviously, but take risks here and there. And yeah, that's it. Keep going forward.
Thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us, and that's really great insights.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much.
And can't wait to do this again.
Thank you.
All right, so to wrap it up, to conclude, Yas Marina Circuit isn't just about what you pay for or money. No, it's the experience, the feeling, and the cars that you hear in the background, the GT3 RSs. It's a whole experience. It's a whole different type of feeling. Yeah.
And for marketers in the UAE, what we can say, they can use like social media and all kind of influencing so they can come to YMC.
Big thanks to Ali and YMC for providing a place for us to do this podcast, and I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. And as you guys can see behind us, there's the W Hotel, and there's cars racing right behind us right now. And thank you everyone, I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.